game last week?
So good. There was so much good in that game that we did. The precision of some of the run game that we did. I mean, that was the lowest run total those guys had since 2022. Against an offense that had 4 ball carriers averaging over 6 yards a carry, to hold them what we did, I thought was very good. Some bend but don't break in the pass defense was a little frustrating. We can clean up some stuff. Bottom line, if we put it all together, play pass defense like we did against TCU the week before, rush defense like we did last week, if we can put it together, we got a chance to be really good.
What's caused your defensive line to be so effective the last 2 games?
Well, I think just the interior, JT and Keanu playing the way they are has been so good. Jack and Glasgow have made a lot of plays in CLA. So anyway, bottom line, I just think those guys are playing at a high level of execution in the last 4 or 5 weeks that's really helped that shore up the inside of that rush defense.
Has anything changed specifically with Keanu in practice? It seems like he's been on one the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, and I mean, we knew it. I mean, he's playing with great confidence. He's playing with great technique right now. He's a great player. We all knew that all along, and he's lived up to everything we thought he was.
Hey, on that touchdown pass in the fourth quarter that they got, I noticed that a couple players were kind of like, they were wondering if maybe it was a missed call or somebody got a...
No,
okay.
We just need to stay inside that seam. And no, I mean, could the backer have carried it a little deeper? Yes. Could Raider have been inside? Yes. I mean, bottom line, we got to play the coverage better than we did.
This week, they've played 5 quarterbacks at UCF. It looks like Jackson probably is their guy. What's the biggest challenge preparing for multiple quarterbacks like that you may see on the Saturday?
Well, I mean, ultimately you got to assume that they're going to run similar scheme. It might change a little bit from quarterback to quarterback, but I think the scheme's pretty much set. I think number 2 for the last 4 or 5 games has been their guy, so we assume that's who we're going to see the most. They might bring in number 10 to run the ball a little bit, something like that. But anyway, bottom line, I don't think they're going to change much. They do what they do. They've been very effective in certain games with it, and so I just see them doing their offense.
Have you seen the social media reaction to the tackle that caused the fumble? People claiming it was a dirty hit in a way.
I don't look at social media.
Okay.
So, do I think that was a dirty hit? Absolutely not. I mean, do guys get rolled up on? And if they're saying that Tavion held the ankle a little bit too long, I don't. The goal is to tackle. Do I think he was doing that maliciously? Absolutely not. That's not what we teach. It's not who we are. It's not who Tavion is. It's like if people are saying that, they're searching too much. The guy made an aggressive play, and it ended up being one of the big plays of the game for us. So, was it malicious? Absolutely not.
Did the defense come out okay health-wise? I mean, everybody...
Yeah, for the most part, I think we're doing pretty good with health. We get through this game, and I think we get healthier. We get some guys back. And anyway, bottom line, I think we're in a good spot right now.
Anyone going to be used this week that haven't been used in a while, whether it be injury or just trying to preserve the 4 games redshirt?
No, not really. No, not really. I mean, those guys are what you've seen the last couple of weeks is what you get. So we'll get a couple guys for the next game back, but not for this week.
No secret, obviously, opportunity to clinch the Big 12 title. Brooke, what would that mean for you and your defense in the program?
Well, it means a lot. I mean, that was the goal. When we set out at the beginning of this season, the goal was to win a Big 12 title. And you can't win it until you go to the game. And we have an opportunity to get that done this week. We understand what's riding on this. And the reality is you want this pressure, you want these opportunities, and you only get these by winning. So we're in a good spot.
Does cold add anything to the elevation factor when a team like UCF comes?
Sure. Yeah, it's going to be cold for them. It's going to be cold. They're going to be coming to elevation. That should be advantage us. So we got to handle it ourselves. I mean, because it's going to be cold for our guys, it's going to be cold for their guys, and that's part of the season at this stage. So
maybe talk a little bit about that defensive line. Two weeks in a row, they get top defensive line in the Big 12.
Yeah.
You know, maybe talk a little bit about how they're doing.
Well, I love the way they played the rush defense last week. The week before, we put all kinds of pressure on Hoover, forced him into a really low completion percentage. Last week, the rush defense was great, but we also had 25 QB hurries, which is the highest Cincinnati had given up all year. And so there's so many good things that those guys are doing, and we're still just scratching the surface on what I think we're going to be. And it's late, but I still see us getting better and better, which is a huge thing right now. If we can keep getting better these next couple of weeks, we got a chance to be really, really good.
So you got a guy out there with a club on his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really thin at interior defensive line, or?
We got two clubs out there. No, it's just the club shouldn't affect them that much. Those guys are some of our best players, and so anyway, bottom line, they're going to play. The club doesn't affect them that much, and we want those guys on the field.
Will preparation change at all with it being an early start? Maybe something learned from preparing for the early one against Texas Tech?
No, I think we have a system in place for what we do. The system's proven that we've won games in the past in the morning. I just stay the course, go out and play well. That's the key.
All right, thank you.
Oh,
You have one more?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ideal Thanksgiving plate for Jay Hill.
Thanksgiving plans?
Oh, Thanksgiving plate for Jay
Oh,
Hill.
ideal
plate.
Thanksgiving plate. Everything: turkey, potatoes, stuffing, pie. I dabble in it all. So yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Jay.
Thanksgiving, gotta ask him. Only because it's Thanksgiving. Otherwise, I wouldn't pull it.
What?
See you, Barry. Is he just?
Hey, Coach.
Hi, guys. How we doing?
Would you make LJ's just record-setting performance just one of the best single individual rushing efforts in quite a while?
Yeah, it's pretty special night. That was not the game plan for him to run the ball 32 times. The game plan was about 20 carries, and but as the game progressed, it just felt like, okay, he's hot, and our O-line is pushing these guys around. Our tight ends and our receivers, everybody was into it, and we just kind of shifted gears and said, okay, we're going to pound the ball and break their will, and that's what we decided to do. And but it was mostly just LJ, I think, inspired everybody, like, keep giving me the ball because I'm going to make yards, and so that's what we did.
On that final TD run, was the thought get down and run up the clock, or were you okay just him punching?
Yeah, we didn't tell him to get down. I mean, technically, if you go by the analytics book, you probably should, but we were trying to calculate whether or not we could get in victory or not, and it was off by a few seconds. And as we were calculating that, we're snapping the ball, and we were going to tell the next play, like, hey, first down, get down. But that would have been the next play that would have happened, and so, you know, he scored, and it was just a great effort by him, and I think it was a fitting way to end the game.
Where does he stack up? You know, just the running backs you've been able to coach here. It reminds that game felt like Tyler Algier.
Yeah,
as
it
we
did.
look at it.
It did. I've been very reluctant to compare anybody to Tyler, but that was a night that I think you could say that was Tyler-esque for sure. And, you know, Algier was a great player, and LJ's a great player. They're different players, but I think you can say that they're both a couple of the great ones that have played here.
Back to the offensive line real quick. Have you ever seen them play that well to date? I mean, it looked like the defensive line was 2-3 yards back almost every play.
I think our offensive line's been consistent all year. They execute at a high level, but that night, yeah, thought the guys played really, really physical, executed well against a unique defense, and I think just the momentum was building as the game went on. Even though it wasn't a flashy game score-wise, but we could feel, our team could feel a momentum building as we were pushing those guys around, and that was a pretty good feeling. That starts with those guys up front.
And when they do that, how does that affect your play calling?
Well, like I said, that wasn't the plan to run the ball,
Right.
to give LJ 32 carries. It just turned into that type of game. So yeah, I guess you could say they inspired me to just keep giving them the ball.
Do you think this offense, your offense, is equipped to play well in bad weather?
Yeah, I do. And in fact, that's one thing that we talk about a lot as an offense, is that we want to be an offense that can win any type of game. And I keep saying that over and over. And there's been games this year where we've needed to throw for 300 yards to win, and there's been games this year like Arizona and Cincinnati where we just decide to be physical and run the ball. And most games we want to be balanced, just, you know, a good mix of either. And I think our style of play works in cold weather, and it works in whatever. We'll be ready to play.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow night about Chase's condition, but do you want to give us a hint?
we're trying to. I don't know if he's going to be ready or not. We're trying to get him ready, but he's definitely. I don't know what they listed him as, if that's what the word was, questionable or doubtful or whatever. But I think there's still a chance, but I'm not. Not my decision.
If he can't go, who do you think some of the guys are going to get those plays?
Parker, LJ, Parker and JoJo are the two main guys that kind of take up the slack there for his reps. And then, Tiger played a little more last game. You saw Reggie in there a little more last game. I'm probably forgetting somebody, but the guys will step up if he can't go.
How important has Carson Ryan been to the run game?
Very. He's a very good blocker, good player, man. He's does everything well. He's a good receiver, good blocker, and huge part of our run game for sure. Kean needs a big part of our run game as well. He's been doing a good job, and our running backs. We were in a lot of two-back sets the other night where Enoch's blocking for LJ or vice versa. So yeah, it's a 11-man deal every play. That everyone on the field is a blocker.
Still a lot left to be played for in the season, but just talk about how Parker's elevated his status. Looks like he's on track to be a future wide receiver one.
Yeah, Parker's a really good player, and I am not surprised at all by the season he's having. That's what I expected him to do, and he's just basically proven me right. I mean, I didn't say it out loud to the world, but I've been saying it to him, that you're going to have this kind of year the whole offseason, and he's a really important part of our offense.
It seemed to me that the wide receivers blocked real well.
They did.
Watching tape, is that what you saw?
Yeah, and that's been a hallmark of our group forever since I've been here. Fessy gets those guys to block, and they've been blocking forever, back to the days of Neil Pa'u and Puka and those guys, and Dax Mill and all those guys were good blockers, and these guys still are today. And the other night, a couple of those big runs, our receivers are getting in there, hitting the safeties right when LJ is about to get to the next level, and those are a big part of the game.
So you're a finalist for the Broyles Award for a coordinator of the year.
Yeah, I just found out about that 5 minutes ago. Yeah, thanks.
What does that mean to you? Is that something you even are aspire to, or just?
Usually I think it's not something I aspire to. No, and I don't. I think sometimes those awards go to maybe offenses that are more flashy or whatever, and I'm just about winning games. I just win a game any way we got to win it, and I am honored to hear about that, but to me it's more just a recognition that our offense is playing good football. It's a credit to our players and our other coaches who are doing what it takes to win.
Then we've heard Kalani talk a lot about just winning, not worried about style points, and impressing the committee. Would you say that's pretty staff-wide? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're not trying to have style points. It's just that's not the number one thing. The number one thing is to win the game, and if we control our own destiny. If we win, then we'll be where we want to be, and that's all we're thinking about.
On that note, how impressive have you been this year with the guys' just ability to stay focused on each and every week? Not that they weren't last year, but you guys have been doing what you need to do every week to be in a position to control your destiny. Yeah,
so far so good. That's the key, is learning lessons from last year. Last year we had, I think it was 9 in a row, and then we dropped 2, right? And learning from those mistakes. This year we lost 1, and then we bounced back with 2 strong games, and now it's finished the deal. We have a team that's going to come in here Saturday looking to get bowl eligible. They play really good defense, and so all of our focus is on UCF.
What would that mean for this group to finally clinch that Big 12 title berth you guys been working towards?
Well, yeah, that'd be huge, but like I said, this game is what gets you there. You have to win this game, and and we respect this team a lot. They're playing. They played really well last Saturday, and they have a really good defense.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Hey, so was Criddle?
Are we done, or is there
One more.
Was he?
Great.
No.
The award winner.
How's it going?
Congrats on
The award winner.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's cool.
Thank you.
One win away from clinching the Big 12. Just how do you like this team's response week in and week out to be in this position?
No, I think it's great. I think we've shown that we're able to stay focused on the task at hand and the game ahead of us. Same thing this week, same mindset, right? Coming in expecting to get the UCF's best. They're in a spot looking to make it to a bowl game. Flashback 2 years, we're in the same spot. Culture guy of our team and critical part in upholding our culture and our standard here. And although people might overlook the impact that he has on this team, but just grateful that we have a leader like him.
You're pushing your final game, regular season game in a Cougar uniform. Just kind of what's your mindset?
Just make the most of every snap. Appreciate every moment that I get to wear the jersey and have the Y on the front and my last name on the back. Just so grateful for that opportunity that I've been given and the opportunities that I've earned through my hard work and sacrifice here. But definitely bittersweet moment, but just super excited to be able to play in the Vel on Saturday.
Tanner, are you going to try to continue your football career? Are you going to go
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm all in on trying to extend my football career as long as I can take it, and looking forward to.
You're at 4. How cool would that be? Get one more next couple of games.
Yeah, no, I might even have to adjust that a little bit, push it to 6 or 7, given the extra games that we're expecting to play. But yeah, focused on this one, and would love to go out and get another this Saturday.
What has kind of been the vibe in practice? Would you still consider yourself a hungry football team to keep going?
Absolutely, yeah. No, the hunger and the drive and the desire is there from the boys. And well, we knocked out the run, right? 87 rush yards. That was a low for that staff at Cincinnati since they've been there. We gave up, some check downs here and there, which that'll happen, right? We'll rally and tackle and play the next couple set of downs. But I think we could have done a better job just knowing what they were looking to attack and certain tendencies that they had that we knew going into the game. And there was a couple plays that we kind of missed out on.
Tanner, Jay was talking about he wants to take the pass defense from TCU game and put it with the rush defense from Cincinnati. What's the key to putting that all together in your mind?
I think it's a preparation thing. I think it's the way we practice, right? Leading into the game, if we've done that in practice and we have those banked reps and are confident in the game plan, I think when we go out, we execute that same way. I think it comes down to focus too in the game. Like if you're able to read your keys, pre-snap and expect what's coming. I thought we did a great job of that against TCU. I think another critical part of that too is the pressure on the quarterback. I think we had 25 QB hurries in that game, according to our coaches' stats. So that's a lot, right? And that pressure on the quarterback helps us in the back end and getting the quarterback off the spot. So combining all of that, stopping the run on early downs, forcing them into third and longer situations where we can dial up the pass rush, and just being good coverage on the back end, and we'll be able to, I think, combine the best of both of those worlds of both TCU and Cincinnati.
Good?
Good.
All good. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Yep. Thank you.
Absolutely.